Ladies and gentlemen, I think the boy in white just gave up on Tabitha, and I think it's because he's seen her fail at this exact mission before. Because if you watch that scene from season 4, episode 3, listen to how he delivers that last line. He's not scared nor breaking down. He's not warning her like a friend would at all. He's actually flat. He's disappointed, and it's almost like he's stonewalling her. It's like the tone the doctor would give someone when they give them a prognosis where they say there's nothing more they can do. That's not a guardian angel to me, like a lot of people have hypothesized. To me, that's somebody who watched this exact conversation play out before and is finally done having it. So what I want to do today is walk through every single appearance of the boy in white across all 4 seasons in order, in context, and then I'm going to show you why I think this episode showed that it's not just him helping her, it's him basically preparing to see her fail because he knows what's to come and has seen this before. And really, once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it. And obviously I had to wear white for this video. I had to do it. I'm the boy in white, except I'm 29, so not really a boy anymore. Okay, so first things first, if you haven't seen episode 3 of season 4, this is your spoiler warning right now. We're going deep on a scene from season 4, episode 3, and we're touching every boy in white moment back to season 1. So you've been warned from here on out, it's all spoiler territory, it's all fair game. And just so you know, at the time of me recording this, I've only seen up to episode 3, just like you guys. So everything I'm about to say is theory based on what we've actually seen so far. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. So the moment I want to start with is the actual scene from this past episode that we just saw, because it's what made me want to make this video. Let me just set the table real quick. Tabitha is trying to get to the bottle tree. She's desperate. Jim is dead and she wants to do something, anything that could possibly get her kids back home. And the one thing she knows is that the bottle tree got her to the lighthouse before. And Henry, Victor's dad, blocks her. He says maybe this was a one and done sort of thing, and maybe you don't get to do that again, and that her kids need her right now. Then Tabitha sees something off in the distance. It's the boy in white, but he's older, like a grown-ass man in white now. And to the show's credit, they don't ignore it. Tabitha asks him directly why he looks so different, and he angrily replies that those are the wrong questions. But what caught me so off guard with this was that energy. He's not gentle or warm. He's straight up dismissive and correcting her like it's wasting his time. She goes, "Will that tree bring me back to the lighthouse?" And he replies that he doesn't think so. 2 seasons ago, that kid was confidently pushing her out of a lighthouse, going, "This is the only way." Now he's giving her maybes, and she righteously gets mad, saying, "You don't think so? You told me it was the only way." And he goes, "It was, but that was before." And she tells him to stop talking in riddles. And he says, "You're getting so close now, but I'm afraid you're running out of time." And then he disappears. Now, the way he says "I'm afraid" in that line is the whole video. He's not saying "I'm afraid" like he's worried about her. He's saying "I'm afraid" like, "I hate to break it to you, lady, but you're not gonna make it." It's the tone of someone who's starting to distance themselves from her side because he sees the inevitable fate written on the wall. And to understand why that's such a huge shift, you have to understand who this character has been across the entire show. Because the way he's acting in this scene is not the way he's acting in literally every other appearance. So let's go through every single one of them. All right, I'm going to list these in chronological order of when they happened in the story, not the order we saw them on the screen, because I think that's honestly the only way this character makes sense. Reference 1. The boy in white first appears when Victor was a child in the 1970s, the day 2 new cars arrived on the same day. When he was a kid, Victor witnessed the boy in white talking with Christopher, who we know to be Jade in a previous life, instructing him to go through the bottle tree in order to free the children. Victor recalls the boy in white explaining that the secrets of Fromville lay in its beginnings with the ritual murder of the children by their loved ones. And as you know, before their deaths, another loved one told the kids a story which gave them hope, so they poured their hope into those roots that became the symbol. And it said that the roots themselves became the Faraway trees. Christopher at the time refused to listen to the boy in white, and Victor, listening to this in the distance, relayed all of this to Miranda. And just as a quick reminder, Miranda is his mother. Reference 2. Sometime after Christopher refuses to go through the bottle tree, the boy in white later appeared to Victor after everyone else had been killed in that big massacre that we've seen flashbacks of with Victor from his perspective. At that point, Victor was entirely alone in the town, left with a pile of dead bodies, and the boy in white starts telling Victor what to do. He tells Victor to gather everyone's belongings, put them in a suitcase, and bury them. Now here's where it gets really interesting. After that, he basically goes silent for 40 years to our knowledge. He doesn't appear to anyone else in town until the Matthews family arrives. Hold on to that. He disappears for 40 years and only comes back when there's a new Miranda and a new Christopher in town, Miranda being Tabitha and Christopher being Jade. Reference 3. Season 1, Episode 1, Ethan moves into Colony House shortly after the RV crash and the injury he suffered with that table leg. And while he's looking out the window, Ethan sees the boy in white outside making a creepy shushing gesture. And just like that, the boy in white is back as a rude man who shushes. Reference 4, Season 1, Episode 4, Victor, intrigued by Ethan explaining to him what he saw, draws a picture of the boy in white and asks Ethan to confirm if that's the person he saw. Ethan then confirms it, and while they're talking, Victor says that it means the boy in white was real and that he wasn't just some figment of his imagination. So the two of them go into the woods to look for it. And while they're walking, Ethan tells Victor about his dead baby brother Thomas, and as he does, they spot the boy in white and follow him. He showed up the moment Ethan discloses his trauma about Thomas. So either he's a friend who came when Ethan needed him, or he was scouting, gathering intel of some kind on the Matthews, and I'm gonna let you guys decide on that one. Reference 5, Season 1, Episode 7. During the attack on Colony House, when Victor is helping Julie escape the chaos, Victor sees the boy in white in the distance and follows him into the woods. And in doing so, they reach a faraway tree, and both Julie and Victor climb into it, so the boy in white in this instance came to save the day. Reference 6, Season 1, Episode 10. Boyd is dying in the forest from those spider bites, and he tells Sarah to leave him. The boy in white appears, telling her, quote, Nathan was right about this place and is angry now. He directs her to a faraway tree, and Boyd goes through it too, and ends up at the bottom of that dry well. And while he did save Boyd's life, it's also the exact moment that kicks off the entire music box arc, Martin in the dungeon, and even cursed Boyd. While the boy in white helps, he does so with a cost, which seems to be the pattern. Reference 7, also Season 1, Episode 10. After Tabitha falls through the basement floor and into the caves, she finds Victor down there, calling back to when Victor went through the faraway tree. This is where things get really interesting to me, because Victor tells Tabitha that the boy in white said that she would come and that Victor was supposed to wait for her. So now we know he's not just showing up randomly, he's orchestrating meetings. He sent Victor into the tunnel specifically to be there when Tabitha fell through. He's moving people around the board like chess pieces almost. Reference 8, Season 2, Episode 10. After a whole season of pretty much nothing from the boy in white, we get to the lighthouse scene at the very end of the episode. Tabitha, going up the steps, hears the kids saying on cooey from the top, and once she reaches the top, she finds the boy in white there. The boy in white apologizes, saying that this is the only way, before pushing her out the window. Tabitha wakes up in a hospital bed in Camden, Maine, back in the real world. And of note, that line, the boy in white says he's sorry, but this is the only way, shows at this point in the story, this was a kid who was actually rooting for her. Hold that line in your head, or if you're a little sophisticated, you could tell Claude to commit it to memory. Whatever, however you remember it, just come back to it, because we'll bring it back up. Reference 9, Season 3, Episode 1. When Tabitha sneaks out of St. Anthony's Hospital, she sees the boy in white across the street and chases him into a cafe. But when she gets into the cafe, it's actually just another kid. It's not the boy in white, and the boy's mom actually gets pissed at her. This one stands out to me because it suggests that the boy in white has reached beyond Fromville. He can appear in Camden, Maine, or Camden, New Jersey. I don't know why the hell he would go to Camden, New Jersey, but that's a topic for another video. Anyway, at minimum, Tabitha is being pulled by something that wants her to find Victor's address, find Henry, and learn who Miranda was. Either way, that cafe moment is what gets her wandering Camden, which is what leads her to Victor's lunchbox, which is what leads her to Henry. Case in point, he's still nudging her in the right direction by this point of the story. Reference 10, Season 3, Episode 8. Victor finally remembers the truth about the basement scene with Christopher. It's not just a puppet that he was talking to, it's the boy in white. This is the retroactive Bombshell. He's been trying to break the cycle since the beginning of this town. Reference 11, Season 3, Episode 8. Victor is blaming himself for his mother's death, so he takes an axe and starts hacking at the bottle tree, and that's when the boy in white appears. And for the first time on camera, he looks visibly older in a similar way to how he does now. Victor says that he looks different, and the boy in white basically tells him not to cut down the tree because it's important. Victor asks why he won't help everyone, and his answer is the thesis statement of his entire character. He tells Victor that it's because he tried with Christopher, and he thinks that the people of the current cycle, the people that we are following in Fromville, need to learn themselves, and that's the only way that they're going to understand. Everything's changing now. That line, "I tried with Christopher," it says everything. 40 years of regret. He gave one man direct answers, and it ended in massacre. So now he refuses to do it again. He's playing it differently this time. He's stepping back and he's letting Tabitha and Jade figure it out themselves. And reference 12 is the one we just saw in Season 4, Episode 3, at the bottle tree. Henry blocking Tabitha, the boy in white is older, telling her she's asking the wrong questions, and saying that she's running out of time. Okay, we've reached theory time. Those are the 12 references we've got. Now that we have all of them, here's what I want everyone to sit with. Compare two scenes back to back. At the lighthouse in the Season 2 finale, he says, "I'm sorry. I really am, but this is the only way." He apologizes. He's invested and rooting for her. Now in Season 4, Episode 3, he's saying to the same woman that her questions are the wrong ones and that she's running out of time in the most disappointed, hate to break it to you tone possible. To me, that is not the same kid. Something between Season 2 and Season 4 broke him or caused him to disengage with the same good intent. And the question is, what? Here's what I think happened. The Season 3 finale told us Tabitha and Jade are reincarnations. They've been Miranda and Christopher. They've been a bunch of other people too. They've come back over and over again, but they keep failing to save the children. Now, who do you think has been pulling them back? I think it's him. I think the boy in white has been the one running these reincarnation cycles. He's the one who pulls Miranda and Christopher's souls back into this town and gives them another shot every single time. That's why he disappeared for 40 years between Victor and the Matthews. He wasn't exactly gone. He was waiting for them to be reborn and come back into the town. And every time they come back, he positions them. He puts the right people in the right places, he drops the right hints, and he hopes this is the lifetime that they finally crack it. Tabitha is not his first attempt at her. She is his, I don't know, 5th attempt, 10th. We honestly don't know how far back this goes, but what we just saw in this most recent episode is him starting to suspect that she might not be the one either. So this is theory, this is speculation. Again, I haven't seen anything past Episode 3 at the time of me recording this video. Everything I'm pulling from is just straight canon. Let me just quickly walk through every line of the scene we just got one more time, but with this different lens on. He has been trying to get this woman to save these kids for multiple lifetimes, and watch what happens. She asks why he looks different. He says those are the wrong questions. Translation, we're running out of episodes and you are still asking me about my appearance instead of asking me about the kids. I don't have time for this. She asks if the tree is going to take her back to the lighthouse and he says, I don't think so. Translation, that route worked last time. You don't get to use the same trick twice. The town is not going to give you the same gift it gave you in Season 2. You should know that by now. She gets mad, saying, you told me this is the only way. And he says it was, but that was before. Translation, that's right, I told you, but that was before you remembered who you were. The rules changed when you woke up. You should be ahead of this. The fact that you're still asking me means you're behind. And then the kicker, you're getting so close now, but I'm afraid you're running out of time. That's not encouragement, that's the verdict. You're close, but you're not gonna make it. He's telling her flat out with a straight face and with disappointment in his eyes that you have lived this dozens of times, and even now, even this close, I don't think you're gonna do it. To me, it seems he doesn't think Tabitha is the one. He's been working with her for 4 seasons, and he's starting to suspect that she's gonna fail, just like how Miranda failed. And the worst part is, if I'm right about this, the boy in white already knows what happens to Tabitha. She dies. Miranda died. Every previous version of her died. So when he says you're running out of time, he is also saying you're about to die again, and I'm gonna have to start over with whoever you become next, and he is so tired of it. The way I read that is not like a guardian angel that a lot of people suspect. I actually read it more like that's the coach who's already drafted the next quarterback while she is still on the field. And again, those are just my theories, but that's my full breakdown on the boy in white as well. We've got 12 appearances across 4 seasons, and what I think this most recent episode scene was telling us is he didn't show up to help her. He showed up to tell her that he's losing faith in her. And with that in mind, I definitely want to know how you feel about the character. Do you think I'm reading the tone of how he came across correct, or do you think he's still on her side, just in a slightly different way now? Do you think he's the one running the reincarnations, or do you have a totally different theory that I didn't cover? I'd absolutely love to hear about it, so drop a comment right under the like and subscribe button, and let me know what you think his deal actually is. And if you haven't watched my full season 4 episode 3 breakdown yet, it's already up on the channel. It's a video that came out right before this one, so go check it out. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, thank you again so much for watching this video, and until the next one, I'll talk to you later. Peace out.